Good morning, teacher and classmates. This is the task 1, electromagnetic waves in open medium individual word format. My name is Carlos Andrés Abarca. My identification number is 97447420. University Nacional Abierta y a Distancia UNAP. Escuela de Ciencias Básicas Tecnológicas e Ingeniería. Teoría electromagnética, ondas. Exercise development. Activity. Question. Write with your own words. What do you mean? Propagation medium open for electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves are waves which travel through the vacuum of our space. Machined waves, unlike electromagnetic waves, require the presence of a material medium in order to transport their energy from one location to another. Some waves examples are machined waves, while light waves are examples our electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves are created by the vibration of an electric change. This vibration created a wave which has both an electric and magnetic component. An electromagnetic wave transports its energy through a vacuum at a speed of 3.00 per 108, a speed value commonly represented by the symbol C. The propagation of electromagnetic waves through a material medium occurs at a net speed which allows that 3.00 for 100 seconds. This is depicted in the animation below. The machines of energy transport always the absorption and remission of the waves energy by the atoms of the material. When an electric wave impinges on the atom of material, the energy that wave is absorbed. The absorption, the energy causes the electrons within two atoms to under vibration. After a short period of vibration motion, the vibration electron created a new electronic waves with the same frequency as the first electromagnetic waves. While this vibration occurs for only a very short time, the delay to motion of the waves through the medium on the energy of the electromagnetic waves emitted by the atom is traveled through a small region of space between atoms. Once they reach the next atom, the electromagnetic wave is absorbed, transformed in the electric vibration at the emitted as electromagnetic waves, while the electromagnetic wave will travel at a speed of c 3 per 100 seconds. Through the vacuum of the emission space, the absorption and the remission for cause the net speed of the electromagnetic waves to be less than c. This is absorbed in the animation below. The actual speed of the electromagnetic wave through a material means depends on the optical density of the medium. Different materials cause a different amount of delay through the absorption of remission process. Furthermore, different materials have their atom more Clarence Parker and thus the amount of distance between atoms in less. These two factors are depend on the nature of the material through which the electromagnetic wave is traveling. As a result, a speed of electromagnetic wave is depend upon the material through which is traveling. 2. Within the propagation medium, what is meant by the trajectory of light? The actual speed of electromagnetic waves through a material medium independent of the optical density of that medium. Different materials cause a different amount of delay due to the absorption and remission process. Furthermore, different materials have their atom more Clarence Parker, and thus the amount of difference between atoms in less. These two factors are depend upon the nature of the material through which the electromagnetic wave is traveling. As a result, the speed of electromagnetic waves is depend on the material through which is traveling. The formula for loss tangent of the dissipation for is d tangent equal cotangente equal 1 on 2 pi rp cp. Where is the loss angle? L is the pencil angle, F is the frequency, Rp is the equivalent parallel resistance, and Cp is the equivalent parallel capacitance. The signal lost by the dielectric material depends upon the material structural and resin composition. Selection of low-loss materials in the major task for manufacturers. That is why they are advised to pilot the attenuation equation against frequency for various material choice. Los tangent plays a growth factor for very high frequencies above 1 Hz and analog signal to determine the signal attenuation. 3. How is the propagation medium classified from the tangent of losses? Perfect dielectric do not have conduction current, therefore they do not have loss by effect. Perfect conductors, they do not have polarization currents, therefore they do not have load accumulation. Good insulators, they have driving current and loss per Howell's effect are also called loss dielectric. Good conductors present population current, therefore they have load accumulation effect, but the driver currents and Howlett effect losses are much more significant. The electric die have both effect and made the neglect bleak in front of the other. 4. What are the propagation patterns of the waves throughout a medium? Propagation constant, attenuation constant process. Strict impedance application exercise. The following 5-step exercise describe two methods to characterize of an electric wave when propagating in an open environment, for which each student must choose one propagation medium of the 5 proposed in Table 1, and unknown in which is the task 1 forum to able repeat. Table 1. Conductivity of an electric permeability of some medium. Medium copper. 2. Sea wave. Vegetable salt. Dry salt. Sweet water. 1. Calculate the tangent of loss tan and the angle of loss of the medium chosen in Table 1 is through it travel an electromagnetic wave of frequency F equals C million hertz. Note that CC are the last 3 digits of your identification number. Example: identification number 90447420010 CC equal 4020. 10. F equal 4020 más 10 mHz igual a 40 mHz equal 4000 por 10 L6 Hz. Select the propagation medium vegetable soil copper conductivity igual copper electric permittive equal 4. Attempt for the calculation. Replace your values with units in the equation. Perform 2 operations on a virtual scientific calculator. Pass the 2 calculator images in the report. Write the answer with your unit. If the image is not calculated, the exercise rate is 0 points. You can use it. This www. GeoGebra.org scientific. Second, according the result obtained in point 1, classify the behavior of the chosen medium according to one of the 5 points in Table 2. Perfect dielectric, good insulator, dissipative dielectric, good conductor, perfect conductor. Table 2, classification of propagation medium. Interpretation. According to the concept of tangent of love explain the meaning of the evaluate obtained for tangent. Good insulator. They have driving currents and low per Joule effect are also called low dielectric according to the classification. 3. According to the classification of time in point using table 3 show below calculator the following propagation pattern of the wave in the short medium, propagation constant, Raman attenuation constant. Paragraph 4 beta. Table 3 propagation parameters in open medium. Parameter G, A, B, N. Attempt for the calculator. Replace your values with units in the equation. Perform the operation on a virtual scientific calculator. Paste to the calculator image in the report. Write the answer and use units. If the image is not included, the exercise writing in 0 points. You can use the www.geogebra.org scientific. Note that calculation. Propagation constant in gamma. In constant of propagation parameter is constant attenuation coefficient and the process coefficient. Attenuation constant. First, we find intrusive impedance beta. 2. In attenuation constant is allowed to calculate how to wave penetrance in a medium. Process constant beta. GeoGebra calculation scientific. Figure 2 operator 2 on a virtual scientific calculator according to the result obtained 3 points using the following equation calculated to propagation characteristics of the waves in the short medium. Propagation speed waves, the penetration depth of the wave in the medium. Performing this operation on a virtual scientific calculator passed to the imaging of the operators of the report. The final result including the units. Propagation speed. Interpretation. According to the concept explained, explain the meaning of the evaluate about each the propagation characteristics. Propagation speed case the speed at which the wave is propagated. We will indicate the magnitude between two successive points located in the same process of the wave is the penetration depth of the wave in the medium. Application example. Movement detector. A motion detector of present sensor is an electric device equipped of sensors that report to physical movement. They are generally found in security systems or on closed circuit television. The system can simply by compress of surveillance camera connect to a computer that is responsible for generation and alarm signal, apporting to signal or alert when something moves in front to the camera. Although to improve the system, more than one camera, multiplexers and digital recorder are usually used. Additionally, the recording space is maximized, recording only when motion is delayed. Activity sensor. This type of sensor injects microwave or sound in the environment and detect if there is one change in it. Passive sensor. Main alarm of sensor user use infrared wave detection. These sensors are known as pure passive infrared. For one of these sensors to detect human beings, the sensitivity of the sensor must be adjusted so that detect to temperature of the human body. Accelerator meter. The accelerator meter is one of the most versatile traducer to most common begin to the compressor piezoelectric. This is based on the principle that when a piezoelectric creates little in the compressed at electric change in products proportions to the applied force. Machinal gyroscope is a device to measure on a mountain orientation. Each concept of a recording this that can take one orientation which is changed by external forces caused by movement. Video link URL a continuation reference a continuation. Thank you very much. Bye bye.